Welcome back. It is Laura, and we are going to jump right in and we're going to talk about the 4-4 portal for the energies building into tomorrow's portal day. And then we're going to jump in and we're going to pull into all 12 zodiac signs. I hope you're all doing well. We've got some pretty tense energies and transits playing out over the next couple of days. And so, what I want to say is buckle up. I do feel grounding practices are going to be needed as we work through a lot of square energies. We've got Mars aspects playing out. We've got the moon transiting through Cancer, which is definitely creating a lot of emotional sensitivity. It's going to be in a square to the sun in Aries tomorrow for the 4-4 portal. And so we're walking through a massive gateway, I want to say, of healing, because the numerology for tomorrow breaks down to 17, which is the energy of the star card. And so I'm hoping everybody starts to join in. I know I'm a couple minutes late. I have been feeling so tugged at and so pulled at from multiple directions over the last couple of days. Hello, Zandra. That, yeah, it's just been a struggle. I got to say, the energies have been very tense. So I'm going to do things a little bit different. We're going to pull a rune for each of the zodiac signs. We're going to start with a rune pull. We're going to use the numerology deck today because of the 4-4 portal and the numerology connected to that energy. And then I did grab the Tarot of Mystical Moments deck. So let's start off with Aries. Let's see what needs to come through. So we get full moon energy coming through for Aries. And so I do feel Aries, get ready, because we did just have that new moon eclipse under your sign. And the next moon cycle is going to be that full moon in Libra. And so there's something I feel tied into the last eclipse and relationships. So there could be some type of finality, I want to say, around that full moon in Libra for you, Aries, which is your opposite sign. So what is the numerology card that needs to come through for Aries, please? What is that numerology card for Aries? Rebirth. So it is kind of feeling like a tower energy. And so there's something here, Aries, I gotta say it, that needs to break down. It can be a relationship, because the next full moon is going to be connected to relationships. It could be a belief pattern connecting you to a certain relationship. But there's a tower, and after the tower does come the rebuilding energy, does come that rebirth process. And so I do feel there's going to be an unexpected shift in this tower. I got to say, Aries is going to break you free. It's going to lead you to the truth. So what else needs to come through for Aries? We get the 9 of Pentacles in reversed. And so I just feel this tower is going to be connected to some type of codependency. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse is a very codependent energy. And so I don't know if you are lacking the drive to go it on your own, but I just feel there's a need to break free from a mindset. Definitely that this has, I got to say, this has really affected your self-worth and your self-value. So this rebirth, I feel, is to get you right side up, right? It's to get you in that energy of being independent. Aries, you are a very independent sign. And so I do think there's a tower here, and it is going to definitely affect your worth and your value, or how you see yourself as worthy. And so get ready here. 9s are completion, 9s are endings. And I do think there could be an ending here that has been avoided, and you might not be able to avoid this any longer. Okay, Aries. So let's jump into Taurus next. I do got to say hello, Victoria. Welcome in. It's nice to see both of you lovely ladies join today. Taurus, I do have your monthly zodiac reading coming out this afternoon. I forget what time I scheduled it for, and it was a doozy. Definitely an energy from the past coming back. So let's see what needs to come through for Taurus. Oh, we get more moon energy. And so I want to say this is... I want to say it's the waning crescent is really what I want to say. And so after the full moon, there could be a shift for you. Lots of moon energy coming through. I know the moon has really been affecting me lately, especially with needing to get super grounded. So the waning moon connected to Taurus. What else needs to come through for Taurus? Oh my goodness, the love partnership. So there is what I want to say is there's a new beginning here. There really is. This actually was a card that came out in tomorrow's daily message. Twin Flame is all up in my readings again. And there was a blast from the past coming through for Taurus for the month of April. And so it might not be quite on that full moon, but it might be on that waning crescent moon where somebody might return offering something. And I do feel it's like a page of wands. And so a love partnership is on the table for you, Taurus. So let's see what this love partnership entails. Very interesting. There's like a Two of Cups. Oh my goodness. And we get the moon reversed. So I do feel there's a need to overcome fear. There's a need to release illusions. I want to say codependencies here too. Because if you see on this moon card, we see like the octopus arms. And so whenever I see the octopus, I always feel like this far-reaching energy. And look at, oh, I can't even make that up. If you can see, can you see like the crescent moon here as well? So that's interesting. Hello, hello. I'm glad you could join us, Regine. Welcome back. I didn't see you here last week, so it's so nice to see you here. There's definitely here something playing out, I gotta say, for you, Taurus. And with the moon coming out in reverse, there is a need, I want to say, to release addictive tendencies or to really address those toxic patterns. And so there might be a final release around that full moon. And then shortly after, there is going to be, I feel, a love partnership being presented. And like, I don't know, is that like a fox? It does appear to be a fox on the card. And so this is going to be unexpected. I don't think you're going to see this coming, Taurus. And so get ready for an unexpected arrival of a love partnership. But with that fox energy, I just want to say there's trickery here. So you got to be careful with this. I want this. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Good to hear, Zandra. I love to hear that. Oh, yes, you did have to catch the replay. Yeah, last week was fun. Last week was good. Okay, Gemini. Gemini is up next. Okay, I'm looking at it this way. So something's going down is what I just heard. So I got to say, these rooms were gifted to me a while ago from a gentleman that came for a reading. His wife had passed, and he gifted me his wife's runes and the original Rider-Waite deck that was his wife's. And so these are all intuitively guided messages with the runes because I don't have a book or anything to go with them. But this is like something is going down, Gemini. It kind of feels like the sun is setting on a situation. And so something here might be feeling like it's going downhill is kind of what I'm sensing there. It's like you're on the south side of the equator or something. So let's see what the numerology card is coming through for Gemini. Keep in mind, like always, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. I think your patience is going downhill. It did flip out in reverse, and so it's a 2 card. And so I do feel almost like some truth is coming to light, and I do think your patience is running thin here. And so maybe you've been really patient in a situation. Maybe you've been feeling stuck at the crossroads for a while, Gemini. And I do think something has been going downhill, and there might be that final, I don't want to say like reckoning, but that final release. I do feel a lot of tension here with the patience in reverse. I do feel some sacred rage coming through. So what is the tarot card paired with this for my Gemini collective? What does, oh, we get the Empress sideways. So there is a need for you to step into your worth and your value, Gemini. Feeling that pretty strongly. And so I just feel, yeah, you've been patient. Maybe you've been patiently waiting for somebody to go all in with a commitment. I just got to say, if this person isn't going to wife you, then you got to step into your value. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but I do feel like something's been growing here. Something's been building. And I do feel like this is a challenge. This is a challenge to recognize your worth, because the Empress sideways could go either way. I'm going to take it sideways. And so there's a need to reevaluate. Does somebody not recognize your worth? Are they taking you for a ride? Are you letting them take you for a ride? Or are you going to step into your worth? And maybe there is a need to release some sacred rage in order to birth a new cycle here, but I kind of feel like it's D-Day, especially with the two in reverse. You think of all of the twos in the tarot Gemini, you get the high priestess. The high priestess in reverse, I just feel like there's been this energy of maybe you've been ignoring the warning signs. Maybe you have not been listening to that inner guidance. Maybe you have been overly reliant on external advice and you need to go within. You really need to go within. I also feel you think of all of the twos. We get the two of wands, the two of swords, the two of cups. What's that last one? Two of wands, two of coins. So I think somebody here has been playing games. I think somebody here could be juggling two people, and you're the empress here. So why can't you see your worth and your value? Because I do feel this is all coming out in the woodworks, and that's what I've got for you, Gemini, okay? All right. Cancer. Cancer is up next. Let's see, let's see. Oh, ooh, we get the infinity sign. I heard what goes around comes around. They're showing me the Leo card in my third eye and the Magician. So Virgo, Gemini, and the Leo card, the strength card, Leo. So you might have Leo, Gemini, Virgo in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Gemini, Leo, Virgo. But maybe there's a cycle here, like an infinite loop, a cycle here that needs to be complete. But I just feel like you've got the power here. So what is this infinity energy all about? Individuality. There's almost like a justice quality here coming through. And so I do feel root chakra with the red on the card. And so where do you need to break an infinite loop of being afraid of stepping into that individuality? Cancer, we got some pretty tough energies with the moon in Cancer forming some square aspects to all of this Aries energy, which is self, which is all about individuality. And so where do you need to harness that individual self-expression? This is all about authenticity. And so I think you are breaking the chains here with some type of loop. 11 is also a master number. And so I think you are being called, Cancer, into being some type of master teacher. You are a cardinal sign. So what else needs to come through for Cancer? 8 of Wands in reverse. And so this is also like the energy of 8. I just feel you've got all of these ideas coming in, and it's like you're not sharing them, or you're encouraged to share them, but there could be blocks in some type of communication here. I just feel like your journey might feel like a little stalled. There could be a little bit of a hang up here. I think you got to bring back all of these ideas down to earth is another message, because upright, it's like this person's up in the clouds there, right? And so Cancer, there is this energy of magic all around you, but I just feel there's something about this ascension process that has really brought you down, and you might feel like you're being blocked from receiving those intuitive messages, those intuitive hits. But you need to bring something into balance here, okay? Or maybe you just need to block communication with somebody. But it feels like the journey that at one point was probably really accelerated is feeling like it's slowing down. This could be what goes around comes around too. So that can be good or bad. Take that how that resonates for you, okay, Cancer? All right, Leo is up next. What do we got for Leo? Oh, I feel like this is a table. And so there might be a need to sit down at a table and to have a heart-to-heart conversation. That's what I'm feeling, like a heart-to-heart conversation. We don't see any chairs at the table, and so this could be a conversation that has been avoided up until now. But let's see what the numerology cards have to say about this table energy. Yep, the communication card. The communication card. Yeah, I feel there is a long overdue conversation that has been avoided, and it is a 33 card, and so there is almost like a 7 of Wands quality coming through, and so maybe you're a little bit guarded about openly communicating. There is this energy too, I want to say, connected to the solar plexus, and so this is about reclaiming your personal power. 33 too is a master number. It's a master teacher number. And so where is it that you need to communicate clearly and openly and honestly? I think get ready to have a sit down with somebody here, Leo, to open up some channels of communication in order for something to be healed. And so another sideways card, yeah, Temperance. And so there is a lack of balance here. There is a lack of balance, and I do feel this needs to be addressed. So Sagittarius energy as well coming through. It kind of feels like higher alchemy as well that's going on here for you. We see a couple of, I think they're like doves. They look like doves. And so you're surrounded by all of this spiritual energy, Leo. Spiritual protection is all around you. We see the dragonflies, we see the doves. And so maybe this is a long overdue conversation in some type of partnership too, because there's two doves there. And something here I just think needs to just, I want to say, come out in the wash. But I feel it's like this has been lingering over top of your head, almost like something been dangling there. And you're going to have to bring this to the forefront in order to bring healing into this situation. So communication is in focus for you, Leo, okay? Okay, Virgo. Virgo is up next. What do we got for Virgo today? Oh, we get the teardrop. Interesting. Maybe you're about to shed your last tear for a situation or a person. Let's see what this is all about. What is this teardrop all about for Leo? Or Virgo, pardon me. Compassion. 9-9. And so you are on the verge, I want to say, of closing out a significant cycle. Nines are completion, nines are endings. And so maybe you have shed your last tear for a situation and you are being called to offer somebody compassion. Maybe it's compassion for yourself. I do feel a lot of crown chakra energy coming through. Compassion to me is also linked to Christ consciousness, right? And maybe you are feeling the weight of the world. We do have that Virgo South Node, right? And so any major Virgo placements are going to be cleaning up some past energy. So let's see what the tarot is connected to this, because there's something here coming to an end. And we add 9 and 9 together and we get 18. And so there is like a moon quality about this. So I don't know if the tear is connected to you or somebody in the background, maybe going through a grieving process. And there you are, Virgo. We get the Hermit in reversed. I do think you are being called to share your journey as a healer, as a wounded healer, to share what it is that you've learned through this shedding, this purification process. I do feel purification. And I do feel it's time for you to shine that light on humanity, right? Because this Hermit is kind of sitting on the world. And we see the mermaid here. And so you've got a lot of magic to offer. And so you think of the lighthouse, Virgo. The lighthouse doesn't go jump into the sea or jump into the lake and hunt down all of these boats, right? It stands there firm. It stands there still. And it shines that light, right? And it trusts that the right people that need to come forward will be there, right? They'll come, they'll find that light. And I think you've got a lot of magic surrounding you. And so shine that light. It's time to come out of hiding. It's time to come out of that spiritual closet. I think you've shed your last tear. I really do. I think you've shed your last tear and this is closing out. And now it's time to really embody that master teacher once again, master number. And so you can't gatekeep all of the knowledge that you learned. You are being called to share that with the world and the people around you. Okay, Virgo? All right. Libra. Yeah, actually, I will admit, Zandra, I went creeping your business page this morning and I was like, how long has it been since she has posted on Love and Align Co? And I was like, it's been a while. I think the world needs your light, Zandra. Okay, the next sign up is Libra. And so we get the new moon energy. This is a new moon energy, and this is connected to the new moon eclipse. That's how I'm reading this. So there's something connected to that new moon eclipse that we've already gone through. So what is this eclipse energy about for Libra? What is this? What is this all about? Oh, we get the Follow Your Dreams card and it flipped out in reverse. It's an 85 card, which is also breaking down to 13. There's a need to come out of a rebirth process. It's like you're not following your dreams. You're not listening. Spying on me. Brilliant. Yeah, I was just creeping. I normally don't do that. You probably felt me creep you, and then you messaged me after I creeped you. You're like, "Oh, Laura's lurking in the energies," but I thought, man, it's been a while since I've seen your beautiful face. Post a message on Facebook, so that's all. It was all out of love, but yeah, I did creep you. So Libra, you're not following your dreams. What are you doing here, right? I just feel like it's time to come out of a rebirth process. It's time to breathe life back into your dreams. It's time to follow your dreams. Why are you not following your dreams? Maybe we're waiting for that full moon in Libra to finish this eclipse clearing so you can go after your dreams. So what do we get? Oh, yeah, we're waiting for, I think, the next moon cycle. And so the Three of Wands, you are being guided to take those actions towards manifesting your dreams, but it's like you're not following them just yet. There is something here that still needs to be eclipsed. And so you think of that new moon eclipse, it was a dark moon, and it really wasn't the moon for planting seeds. It really wasn't. And so that was like last week, right? Oh my God, time just, I can't keep track of time lately. That was just last week. And so we've got the full moon next week, I believe, end of next week. And so you might be feeling a little bit stuck right now when it comes to following your dreams, Libra, but trust that you're moving forward. You are moving forward. And so I do feel, look at all the braids on the card. And so maybe you're combing through some braids of lies here, right? Maybe this is connected to your worthiness of taking action moving forward, but the ship has arrived. She's holding the ship in her hand. The ship has arrived, and spirit is all around you saying, go forward, just take those steps and go forward and don't look back. I just feel maybe there's something here that needs to be eclipsed, connected to a status quo. You see all of these tall buildings, which to me is like status quo energy. But I do feel moving forward. I think within the next 3 weeks, this is going to be turned upside down. And so I think you're probably in the final clearing of some type of rebirth process before you can come back to life. Okay, Libra? All right. Scorpio is up next. Oh, interesting. It kind of like is giving me the vibe of not quite an anchor. It's kind of like the cross, and then I just want to say like parting of the Red Sea. There's a Jesus consciousness coming through here for you, Scorpio. I'm getting some strange messages, and it's like maybe you're in the deep. Maybe you're in the deep now, connected to Christ consciousness, but I do feel there's a higher power here protecting you. I do feel a lot of protection around you. It is the energy of giving it to God. I want to say giving it to God. So if your path has felt blocked, it's like the parting of that blockages is coming through. The blockages are coming through. So what is the numerology card coming through for Scorpio? It was sideways, but I'm urged to take it upright. And so it's a master number 22. Lots of master numbers today. Scorpio, trust your intuition here. Your intuition is guiding you forward. And so there is an energy, I feel, of rebuilding a foundation. Foundation is in focus, right? 22 is the energy of the Fool. Where do you need to throw caution to the wind and take a leap of faith? Your intuition is always going to guide you exactly where you need to go. There's a brand new beginning here. Definitely a brand new beginning. And I just want to say, like, it feels like you've been in the trenches. So what is this all about? Oh, wow. Well, we'll take them because they all flipped out right away. And they all flipped out in reversed. Strength reversed, Scorpio. King of Swords reversed. Seven of Cups in reverse. I feel there's a need to cut through some type of an illusion here. It's like, I want to say, get your head out of the clouds a little bit. But it's like the spirit is telling you, that's the way, that's the one, that's the star. That's the wish we picked out just for you. And with the Strength reversed, the King of Swords reversed, I do feel there 22 is your favorite number. Awesome. My favorite number is 16. It always has been, and that's my personal soul number, my soul vibration, my soul urge, actually. So I just feel there's a need to find your strength. With the King of Swords in reverse, this can mean that you're dealing with somebody that is not being forthright, not being honest. But I just feel, once again, we see the bird kind of covering half this king's face, and we can all embody king energy. There's a need to really go full steam ahead with communication. So I don't know if there's fear about stepping into that embodiment of that truth, or there could be blocked intuition. I just feel coming out of confusion, coming out of illusion, cutting through the chase, and just kind of feels like maybe you're a little weary. So lean on the guidance and the support of your spirit team right now, because there is like a parting of some type of blockage where you've probably been, like I said, in the trenches of this Christ conscious energy. Is that's really what's coming through for me. That cross really stands out for me on that rune. The King of Swords too could be careful who you're dealing with. You could be dealing with somebody here that isn't exactly honest and forthright, and you're seeing that for face value too. So it doesn't have to be a man, it can be anybody. So keep that in mind too, okay, Scorpio? All right. Next we've got Sagittarius. We got Sagittarius next. Oh, I believe that's going to be the North Node symbol. So, Sagittarius, you, I feel, are being pushed onto your karmic pathway, and this very well could have to do with the North Node conjunctions playing out. We did have, I think we're going into our third Venus conjunct North Node, and so this is pretty loud, connected to divine feminine energy. Sagittarius, spiritual career, I peeked, was on the bottom of the deck, and so maybe you are being pushed onto a spiritual path. Maybe building a career with your spiritual gifts, but there is something here being made manifest. So strength, 8, once again, very karmic energy. The North Node is our karmic pathway. And so I do feel your mission is going to be made manifest right shortly here. And I do think it is connected to the North Node conjunction to Venus. So we've had our second one. Venus is retrograde. The path forward might not be super clear at this point in time, but it will be after the retrograde when we go into that third conjunction, which will be April on April the 20th. So something I feel is being manifested around that date. And there we got that rebirth. So something is being brought back from the dead. This could be a connection that you thought was dead and gone and over. It's coming back to life. It could be a connection that probably ripped you all apart. You see the ribs kind of sticking out here, but this was part of a rebirth process. And so, Sag, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you could be a Scorpio North Node. It doesn't really matter, but this is all about the karmic pathway. And I do think you've been going through some type of rebirth process. So don't resist the changes. If that's the case, there could be resistance to this final clearing. But I do feel you're growing through these challenges, Sagittarius. That's really what this is feeling like for me. And so I do think your pathway is being manifested probably within the next few weeks. So get ready for that, Sagittarius, okay? All right. Up next is going to be Capricorn. Capricorn is up next. Oh, we get the sun. So illumination. I feel illumination. If you've been struggling, brighter days are ahead. Very positive energy for you, Capricorn. I love it. And perseverance. Yeah, you're gonna persevere through these challenges. You've been building a strong foundation. I think you've been going through a lot of intense heart healing, and you're about to see that light at the end of this heart healing journey. That's really what I'm feeling. There could be an emperor energy coming through here too. The sun does represent the masculine energy. You could be dealing with a Leo. There could be a masculine coming forward with an offer, but you're really going to have to lean into that intuition, right? And so something, I gotta say, Capricorn, something is about to be unveiled. Something is about to come your way here, and I think you feel it coming. So the High Priestess knows. So go within. Really trust in that intuition right now. Work through any fears. If you're worried about persevering through some challenges, you've got what it takes. I do think there's a lot of hidden emotions here about to come to light, maybe with the masculine that you're connected with. But the sun definitely is enlightenment, illumination. Maybe it's time to start sharing your intuitive knowledge, your intuitive gifts. The High Priestess, it's like you can't keep hiding behind the curtain. Maybe it's time to share your intuitive insights and speak from the heart. Shine that light too on the collective, and you will persevere through any challenges if you do decide to share your gifts. So that's what I got for you, Capricorn. Okay, Aquarius is up next. What do we got for Aquarius? Okay, this guy always makes me laugh. It feels like like a little face, but there's no face with the legs. And so I always look at these as antennas. And so with this kind of coming out this way, I do feel that that last new moon energy brought in a lot of spiritual downloads, is what I want to say, Aquarius. It's like the antennas receiving the downloads, it's going downward. And so I think you've been receiving a lot of cosmic downloads since that last new moon eclipse. And I know it doesn't have the line through it, and we're going to take this one because it did a little dance for me. But yeah, you've been receiving downloads about a karmic completion. So there is a major cycle here coming to a close for you, Aquarius, and it very well could be connected to Pluto in Aquarius. We do have Pluto in Aquarius going retrograde on May the 4th, and I gotta give a little chuckle because it's like, isn't it like that joke, like May the 4th be with you, connected to Star Wars? So I don't know if somebody here is like a big Star Wars fan. Cosmic download, Star Wars energy kind of ties in there together. But I just feel there's a completion here, right? Tens are ending, tens are completion. And so I think you're probably closing out a karmic relationship is quite possible here. So what is this karmic completion connected to for Aquarius? Oh, look at that. 7 of Wands sideways. You're breaking out of prison. I want to say you're breaking out of a karmic imprisonment. So I don't know if you've been in a situation and you felt entrapped. But I do feel there's a breaking free, but you're not quite there yet because it came out sideways. And so this is a challenge, right? I think you really are going to have to defend yourself here, Aquarius. I feel like you've been a prisoner of love, even quite possibly. And I do feel there's been like a battle going on inside connected to an ending, connected to a completion. Like, look at all of these tattoos on this person. We get the sun over here. We get the love energy there. We get this battle going on in the solar plexus. We do see the anchor. And so I feel there's a feminine here that was like an anchor for somebody, maybe bringing them down, or there could be somebody that has been a very grounding energy here, a feminine that this masculine on this card is looked up to. And like, I can't really tell. I think that looks like a cheetah. Kind of looks like cheetah spots. I don't have my glasses on. But I think you're breaking out of something here. You're breaking free. And these downloads that are coming in are saying, hey, it's time to get out of a situation. And that's really what I got for you, Aquarius. So the storm is going to clear. It is going to clear. The curtains are lifting. The veil is being lifted. And there's a cycle coming to a close. So we're going to close off with Pisces next. What have we got for my Pisces? Oh, we get a flame. We get a candle. Interesting. We get a flame. So there could be a twin flame energy coming through for you, Pisces. I'm pretty sure that was loud last week. So what is this flame energy all about for Pisces? We get the Pride card in reversed. I think somebody here is shedding their ego, shedding their pride. And so very interesting. It's a karmic debt number. And so somebody here, I want to say, is shedding their narcissistic tendencies. And maybe somebody here had to go through a clearing connected to extreme codependencies. There is leadership energy coming through here. I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo. It doesn't have to be. I think of Pride. I think of Leo. Just because it is connected to the sun. 19 is connected to the sun card in the major arcana. What is this all about? Oh yeah, look at that. The Emperor in reverse. So I do feel a counterpart situation here. I think you're probably dealing with a counterpart, and we've got somebody here that has likely created all kinds of lies around them, has either been a puppet on somebody's string or was kind of just playing games here at one point in time. It actually looks like a feminine on the card. It's not, though. But I feel you've got a counterpart situation here, Pisces, coming through. And we've got a masculine here going through, I want to say, some type of ego death. So I think get ready for a flame to be coming in. But after they go through some type of transformation and they release their tyrant ways, I want to say somebody here could have been a tyrant. Somebody here wasn't heeding the call or stepping into their leadership position. But I do think there's a flame here being ignited. And so as somebody goes through this stripping away, they're going to be coming in is kind of what I feel. So that's what I got for the Zodiacs today. That seemed to go by pretty fast today. It was nice to have you ladies join me. Yeah, so look out for that Taurus reading. I'm hoping to get to Gemini and Cancer in the next couple of days. But man, it's taken me a long time to do these readings now that I have added in the extendeds. And so I have recently added extendeds into all of my daily readings and my zodiacs. And so, yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's definitely rewarding. And I am excited to watch the Taurus reading myself. So keep an eye out for Gemini and Cancer over the weekend. And I will see you all again next week. Thanks for showing up today.